Hey guys, how is everyone? It is Terrific Tuesday. I wanted to jump on here and talk about making from scratch vegan burgers. And I based mine out of sweet potatoes, as you can see. I boiled these yesterday. I refrigerated them overnight to get them to the right consistency. Now I use gluten-free all-purpose flour, which is very good for you, for anybody that has food allergies. And we're going to put, calls for 5 tablespoons and sometimes it don't always turn out as the consistency don't always turn out the same every time, so that's 3. There's 4. And 5. Okay, and so we do want to spice it up. So I use a little bit of cilantro. I use a teaspoon of that. I put a teaspoon of organic garlic. Teaspoon of paprika. And a teaspoon of onion powder. And then you'll put like a half a teaspoon of Himalayan salt, along with the black pepper. So I'm going to start the process of putting the cilantro. Some of this stuff doesn't always want to come out perfectly, so when it's organic, it's more concentrated, which, you know, you pay more for groceries this day and time, but, you know, when you do organic, you're going to pay more. But I don't care because I love being responsible for what is in my body, what goes in my body. So how's everybody doing out there today? The sun is shining here. It looks like a beautiful day. So it's hard to get the cilantro to come out. So I'm just going to kind of fudge it what I think is enough flavoring for me. Okay, and so now we're going to put teaspoon of garlic. And I do love garlic, so sometimes I go overboard. And now I'm going to add the teaspoon of the paprika. This one's kind of concentrated as well. Well, some of it is going into the recipe that I'm making. And you can always add more later. I do love onion powder. It really spices things up. Okay, so I've got everything in now. We're going to move on to the half a teaspoon. Put this over to the side. Half a teaspoon of pepper. I know this looks kind of rough, but I'm going to tell you, these are the bomb. People love my, with the salt, it's the grinding kind. So I kind of just grind my salt in there instead of putting it in a half a teaspoon. All right. So now the next ingredients is I put 2, as you can see, my walnuts. I put 2 teaspoons of walnuts in this. Really gives it that flavor, people. And these are not all of them are grind up as fine as I like it. So I kind of just measure it out. Then I'll just take my hands and I'll just go down in here. And of course, I am out of my mushrooms. Mushrooms gives it an awesome taste. Okay, so I'm going to try to get the rest of this flour that I spilled everywhere back into here. And we are ready to start mixing. Okay, I am going to set my stuff over to the side, all my spices. Get those out of the way. This is an awesome recipe, and it really packs a punch. Okay, now I think that I've got some mushrooms. I have forgotten that I still have some. Okay, sorry about that. I am not rehearsed. I just fly by the seat of my pants when I want to share recipes for anybody that's trying to eat healthy. I do love bordetella mushrooms, and this doesn't call for any eggs or anything. So once you get all the mushrooms and the walnuts in there and all your spices, it stays together. Okay, now we're ready for the final step. And I did wash my hands. And, you know, you want to get that flour all mixed up. You do have to get your hands dirty, unfortunately, when you are making veggie burgers. But I found out your hand is the more accurate way. And I don't let anything go to waste. The skin that came off of my potatoes, I've got those in the oven with a little coconut oil. And they are crisping up. So you can actually take the skins of your sweet potatoes and make some potatoes. Chips. Sweet potato chips. Sorry, my bad. I was concentrating on, I get into getting this mixed up because you don't want to taste flour or anything like that. So I really get into it. And then, if you feel like you don't have enough flour, and these were a little bit bigger. So I think I'm going to have to actually add maybe one more tablespoon of my flour, because we want the consistency to be, you know, together. So when it cooks, yeah, that's the consistency I'm looking for. Yeah, okay. And I can already tell a difference in blending it up with my hands, because when you go to make your patties, you're gonna, once you make them, you'll know the consistency's right. And these, it looks like I'm going to be making more than 5 burgers. My mom and dad loves them. And my dad is a real picky eater. So if he'll eat them, anybody will eat them. And then all you do is you just start patting them out. I would pat it out, but I don't have my oil and all that ready. But these babies are ready. And if you like to put them back in the refrigerator to give them a better consistency, as far as patting them out, you can do that. But anyway, I just wanted to share that video with you. Also, I'm going to get out my, I'm going to bring this over here when you're filming yourself. You have a little bit harder time. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I've got my potatoes in here. The skin of the potatoes are cooking. And wow, they really look good. Like I said, I don't waste any thing about my food. All right, guys. happy making burgers. You know, make food, make it fun. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Having a hard time getting my phone to turn back around. Sorry you didn't see my face in the beginning of the video. But again, happy baking and cooking. And always remember, you are responsible for what you put on the end of your fork. God bless, and everybody have a terrific Tuesday.